Myri Lane on the Buying Space Channel. Today I'm reading from 2 Timothy in chapter 2, and this is part 2 of chapter 2. Previously I read A Good Soldier of Jesus Christ, which is verse 1 to 14. Now I'm going to start on An Approved Worker, which starts at verse 15 and goes to the end of chapter in verse 26. Work hard so you can present yourself to God and receive His approval. Be a good worker, one who does not need to be ashamed and who correctly explains the word of the truth. Avoid worthlessness, foolish talk that only leads to more godless behavior. This kind of talk spreads like cancer, as in the case of Hymenaeus and Philetus. They have left the path of truth, claiming that the resurrection of the dead has already occurred. In this way, they have turned some people away from the faith. But God's truth stands firm like a foundation stone with this inscription: The Lord knows those who are His, and all who belong to the Lord must turn away from evil. In a wealthy home, some utensils are made of gold and silver, and some are made of wood and clay. The expensive utensils are used for special occasions, and the cheapest ones are for everyday use. If you keep yourself pure, you will be a special utensil for honorable use. Your life will be clean, and you will be ready for the Master to use you in every good work. Run from anything that stimulates youthful lust. Instead, pursue the righteous living, faithfulness, love, and peace. Enjoy the companionship of those who call on the Lord with pure hearts. Again, I say, don't get involved in foolish, ignorant arguments that will only start fights. A servant of the Lord must not quarrel, but be kind to everyone, be able to teach, be patient with difficult people, gently instruct those who oppose the truth. Perhaps God will change those people's hearts, and they will learn the truth. Then they will come to their senses and escape from the devil's trap, for they have been held captive by him to do whatever he wants. Amen. I am not a perfect person. I will tell you that I struggle with a lot that is said in this passage. I do debate. I like to debate. I enjoy debating, actually. And, other people aren't always into that. And as soon as you say one little slight, they are against you. And it seems like there's no forgiveness in this world. But I am the person that likes to debate things. And if someone does something to me, I say something. I don't, well, not always. Sometimes I do sit back and watch them spin, because a person that'll stab me in the back will stab other people in the back. And depending upon what it is, if it's a situation that I don't have to do anything, that it's not going to be consequential one way or the other, whether I say anything or not, then I sometimes don't. I've learned the wisdom of that, because, what goes around comes around, karma, we've talked about that from passages in the Bible that say that too. So, but if it's going to affect something in the future, or I've got an order out and something needs to be changed because somebody made a mistake, you have to approach that, to do your business sometimes, and make sure that you get what you paid for and the other person gets their payment. And, those technical details of daily life sometimes get miscommunicated. So you have to approach those things. But, somebody comes along and stabs you in the back and tells a bunch of people you're a liar, or, whatever is on their jealous mind. You don't have to go up and say, this person's calling me a liar, they're a liar. I mean, where does that end? People will come to know that that person stabs people in the back. And if you see somebody stab somebody in the back or talk bad about somebody that you're like, oh, Myra's such a sweet person, but she's saying this. But I've seen people call me a sweet person and then jump on a bandwagon with somebody stabbing them in the back. That I don't understand. Because as soon as that's presented, you should question it. Because you haven't seen that kind of behavior from me yourself. Why would you trust the other person's word over mine if you haven't seen that behavior from me? And, you know, why would you take secondhand knowledge against anyone anyway? So, and you also have to consider, am I next? If I associate myself with this person that's stabbing dear sweet Myra in the back, what is going to happen to me if I continue to associate with that person? So ask yourself that. So sometimes arguments and debates are necessary. They're needed to proceed, and sometimes they're not. Sometimes just sit back and let others see the true character of that person. Have a wonderful day.